Welcome back to ESP TV. My name is, as per usual, Risk, and I'm going to bring you tonight's best of 3 semi-final in the Fnatic FragOut League, Virtus.pro versus VeryGames. I made that with no mistakes. Take a screenshot, because that was amazing. I don't think a screenshot, what the fuck is that supposed to mean? But yeah, it's going to be pretty damn exciting, because this is a game that I'm personally looking a lot forward to, because Virtus.pro actually played insanely well in their previous game. VeryGames, of course, always good. So I actually think that the Russians have a chance of surprising here. Of course, as always, or not as always, but recently, as always, I'm joined by the lovely Rob Harris, aka Follow Rob. How are you doing, Rob?
I'm doing very good. Fnatic FragOut finals, VeryGames versus Virtus.pro. Bit of a tongue twister, isn't it?
Tongue twisters, there we go. And by the way, before we begin right now, we're just trying to get in on the server. As you might be able to see, Rob has a lot of icons. First of all, he's an admin in here. Second of all, he got the Twitch Turbo, which, by the way, is amazing. You should get that. Third of all, he has the subscriber icon, which is right now just a star. I'm going to talk more about that later. But we have actually, thanks to Stuart Saw, aka Tosspot of Twitch TV, gotten a subscription plan so you guys can subscribe and support us in what we're doing, so we can make some of that esports money and buy new shit and give shit away. So basically, what you do is you pay $4.99, $5 a month to support us. Then we get something like half of it. I'm not even sure how much we get. But you get no commercials in the stream. You get a funky little icon, a little badge, like the star that Rob has. It's going to be something else. We're going to decide on that. I'm going to give you some info about that later. And then you get to play community gathers. We're going to do them. And giveaways, like you can win a keyboard. A mouse. I don't even know. You can win all sorts of crazy shit. So you should go right now, if you have $5 to spare every month, and click the subscribe button. And yeah, go ahead and do that, because it's going to be pretty amazing. And you get a cool little icon like Rob, and you can kind of be a hero on the internet. And that's just awesome. So there we go. I just sold that totally. Everyone's going to do this shit now. They're going to be, oh shit, that's amazing. But yeah.
It's definitely worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah, Rob already got it. And if Rob has it, you have to have it as well. I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get on the server right now. I got the IP and the password. Are you already in there, Rob?
Yeah, I am in there. They do have 10 players on, but obviously they're not ready yet.
Okay, that's pretty good. Normally we have like 20 minutes delay in a Counter-Strike, but this one seems okay. Let's see here if I can connect. Looks good. But yeah, with that being said, I actually have some more information on that whole subscriber thing. We're going to have, of course, a badge. If you are a regular Twitch guy, you visit a lot of channels, you'll know that subscribers have badges on different channels. On example, the IPL stream, they have an IPL logo. On, I think it's that guy Lyric stream, he has a can of beans because he's playing Daisy. And on this channel, we're going to have a badge, but we don't know what it's going to be. So you can send an email with your idea in JPEG or PNG. Fox is going to drop the email in the chat, and you can send your idea to that email, and we'll get the best ideas, post them on our Facebook, and then you guys can vote for what should be the Twitch badge. But yeah, with that being said, let's jump into the game between Virtus.pro and VeryGames, as we do have that knife round going on here, and the logos are all wrong. Awesome. But we did get to see that knife round. We did get to see Virtus.pro winning it. Oh, what's that VeryGames, because the names are effed up. Let's see here. Looks like they'll stay this. So, Rob, while I'm going to go out and change the logos, can you tell us a little bit about Mirage and the fact that VeryGames are starting CT?
Well, Mirage, very popular map from 1.6, was always CT-sided in so far, because to be able to be successful as a terrorist, you got to gain mid control. And if there's so many ways that counter-terrorists can play mid. They've got the mid window, they've got the mid connector. You can push up short and you're in mid. So there are a lot of ways for the counter-terrorists to control it, which makes it harder for the terrorists to predict what to do. And if a counter-terrorist team plays aggressively, which I expect VeryGames to do, because it's something that's been a hallmark of their play for a very long time, it'll be very hard for Virtus.pro, because if they want to do a set strat like 4 players through apps, 1 player flashing out over a ramp, VeryGames will already have mid control completely and will have closed off B, and they'll already be on the A bomb site. So Virtus.pro are going to struggle unless they really read the game perfectly, they're going to struggle to get lots of rounds on Terrace. But having said that, Virtus.pro have really impressed me recently.
Yeah, I have to second that. To be honest, Mirage though, when they played against Lemon Dogs, which was the game I was casting, the second map in that best of 3, they didn't look that impressive, but that might have something to do with Lemon Dogs just being insane on Mirage because it's basically DE Sweden. But still, I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't really seen the likes of these two teams actually ever clashing on Mirage, so I'm not quite sure who are the strongest here. But yeah, it looks like both teams are ready to go. Of course, we have the awesome E-bot there, so we will have all the scores at all times, so we won't have to reset at half time. The players can pause the game and resume with the cash they want. Everything is awesome. Big shout out to Ebot and the French guys developing that. And we're going to jump straight into the pistol round here on the first map. Of course, playing for VeryGames right now at the counter-terror side is Existence, Smiths, Kenny S, NBK, and Scream. Playing for Virtus.pro is Fox, Adrian, Dosia, Kusha, and Angel. And already we do have some action coming in here. Looks like the terror side are going to take this A-bomb site.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to... Yeah, they're split through mid and coming straight up the low ramp. The bomb's going to get planted very quickly.
Oh, nice one. Fox taking out Kenny S. And will be taken down by NBK, of course, pistols right now in this round. The bomb is planted though for the terrorist, so big advantage here. 4v4. Going to take this frag. Adrian, of course, with that mini AK-47. That is the Glock these days, because the Glock is just so damn OP. The VeryGames CTs will be pushing into the bomb site, and it's quite good for them, but Angel is still there. Dosia is also in the apartments, and it looks like it's just Smith remaining. He will be taken out by Dosia, and that will be the pistol round for Virtus.pro. Ebot has to figure out the names, but surely it will be fixed in a matter of minutes. But still, Virtus.pro winning the pistol here.
Yeah, really good round there. They sent 2 players through mid, coming up the mid link onto A. Had a smoke to cover off CT and jungle. And 3 players came up ramp, bomb was down. And very aggressive hold actually came out from them. Yeah. They had 2 players sitting right next to jungle for the entirety of that, the bomb being down until they were killed. So we're seeing actually 4 players stacking short for VeryGames.
Oh, wow. But Jakusha's there, and he's going to take care of things. NPK might get a frag here. And yeah, he will be taken out. 3 versus 3. Of course, once more coming into play. That pistols now are so buff that we see anti-ecos beating semi-biopsy in the first couple of rounds. Really changing the metagame here in Counter-Strike at the moment.
Yeah, starting on Terrorist is always a massive advantage at the moment because the Glock is just absolutely incredible in its current state. It's like being on an eco on the first round if you start on CT at the moment.
Yeah. So right now, still waiting some action. Adrian does have the bomb, and the question is it going to go into mid or is it going to go through apartments? They do have Kenny S in the middle, and 1 guy on each bomb site. Looks like Dosia will get an advantage here as he picks off Kenny S with that Galil of his, and they will be rushing into the A bomb side. It looks like that right now at least. Dosia will be the danger man, the entry fragger coming into the bomb site. Adrian will be that bomb carrier, just needing to survive. Oh, nice little headshot coming out of Adrian. Not much Smiths could do there, and Adrian is going to plant that bomb. Scream is all alone. He is a wonderful player, a magic maker, but I don't think he can make this one happen. Let's see here, Peter 15 hand, and yeah, Scream cannot take it.
Yeah, finished off by Angel there on the A ramp. It was quite smart play from Virtus.pro, really. They got down to a 3v3, so they knew they needed to sort of slow everything down, take a step back, regroup, and then once they had sort of relaxed and recomposed themselves, Dosia grabbed the first frag onto Kenny S through that vent, and then they just committed straight away, went all together as a unit, and just closed out, and exactly what they should have done as well. We're seeing another aggressive VeryGames push 4 players up short once again.
And as you said earlier, this is some of the things that characterized VeryGames, especially when they were coming up in Source. They played the CT side very aggressive, and they're still doing that to this day, of course, because they have still the same tactical leader, which is Existence. And right now, Virtus.pro do their best to hold this bomb side, and they will also take it. Only Smith's remaining. Bomb is down, but it's not going to matter right now. He's 1v4 with a pistol, and Fox has actually got 4 kills. But
Fox doesn't even care.
Yeah,
he doesn't need guns.
And that's the problem with Fox, because, well, he's such a good player that he makes it look easy. I didn't even notice it, because he just took kill after kill just without doing anything special. But that's the magic of it. He's doing something that's so hard, making it look so easy. And yeah, it's just like football or soccer, whatever you want to call it. the best players make the most insane things look easy.
Yeah, it's one of those things that people can just makes them stand out above the rest. Kenny S actually landed a leg shot onto Fox there as he tried to cross to the green box in mid.
So let's see here. Adrian is moving in here. We'll try to do some damage to the wall. Kenny has taken down to 66. He'll be flashed off if he wanted to enter that building. That's not going to happen. And we do have a little advantage here in the hands of the CTs. But if these terrorists can get back... And oh, there we go. Smith's taking down Kusha. And that is a big advantage now. They both have Fox on low HP from that leg shot you talked about. But also now, Kusha is down. And the terrorists have to commit to some kind of push. Angel taking it back now with the kill into Scream. Arguably, or not even arguably, the best player in VeryGames these days. He has been so good in this tournament. His stats are above everyone else, not just in VeryGames, but actually also above NIP players. Because yeah, he's just insane. If you watch some of his some of these VODs on this channel with VeryGames, it's all Scream in most of the games.
Yeah, Scream always a man to watch, but like you said, he's already dead in this round. But VeryGames with a health advantage, as I say, that Angel in a great position to cause even more damage after picking up that first frag.
Oh, this is looking good from Angel. He has picked up 3 this round. Will not pick up a 4th. Smith will be taking him out. Fox right now 9 HP. And he will take down Smith. That is good. Trading. 1 for 1, or actually not even fun because he's not yet dead yet. That was what I was supposed to say. NBK though will be picking up an AWP and saving this one for the next round.
Yeah, great first buy round. Sorry, not just the first round. Great first buy round for Virtus.pro. It's going to be 4-0 after this NBK obviously saving over at that A bomb site. So it's just. They weren't really doing that many special things. They're just getting the picks and working where they wanted to. VeryGames will need to step it up very quickly if they don't want to let this half sort of get out of control for them.
Yeah. And to be honest, I have actually been accused a lot for fanboying VeryGames, but I would really, really love to see Virtus.pro take this first map. Because, well, I know VeryGames are a strong side and they will take a second map somewhere in this matchup, but I just want this one to go to 3 maps. And when we were talking about this earlier on Steam Friends, I think it was on Skype, Rob, you actually said it was going to be 3 maps and an OT win to Virtus.pro, and that would be fucking amazing.
That would be incredible, wouldn't it?
French, yeah. But yeah, I would totally love that.
Yeah, that Virtus.pro getting absolutely smashed by Lemon Dogs the other day has obviously made them rethink how to play this map, and it seems to be working well so far. Yeah, I'm really impressed. Yeah, it's well, it's early on so far, but a 4-0 lead and forcing VeryGames into an eco, except for that AWP of MBK, obviously. And they're just playing it smart. They're not doing anything that special. You can see they're just sitting around at apps, waiting for those picks. Angel trying to do some work in mid before obviously he gets taken out by the AWP of MBK. And in comes the commit onto the B bomb site.
Now, let's see here. Existence will be taken down rather quickly. NBK will be the danger man this round. He has picked up 2 frags already. And really putting that up to good use, but will be taken out by Fox. Now Kenny S and Scream will be entering this bomb site any second now, and that's kind of a weird flash, but somehow that must help. I'm not really sure how it did help. Surely some pro player would correct me. But right now, it looks like this one is all over. Kenny S might be able to take an exit frag and save the AWP. I know. Adrian's going to take him out.
Yeah, good work from Adren there. Good movement, moving himself back onto the upper apps there and actually picking off the guy on short and window. So a 5-0 lead. Fox actually top fragging for Virtus.pro at the moment, 8 for 2. He's $1,400 per kill, so he's having a great start.
Yeah, man. Kind of regretting not picking him in my dream team. I have picked Dosia, though. I've made the mistake of not picking Dosia, and now I have picked him, so hopefully he can frag up with me in the HLTV.org Dream League, which you, of course, can participate in. We have a league for our own, which is called the ESPTV League. Password is ESPTV on HLTV.org. Go to Dream Team and find us. But yeah, back to the game now.
Yeah, and the early frag has actually gone onto Adren for VeryGames. Smith down to 19 HP, but he did grab the frag. And he's actually just lingering on A with Scream. So it looks like Virtus.pro are going to leave Dosia in apartments, kind of cause a distraction. Maybe Angel's going to peek mid as well. Fox is going to go with him, actually. And they're probably going to try and split through A by the looks of things, even though they've left the bomb behind in T-spawn. That's something I never really got. Why? Oh, great shot there from KennyS. Good positioning. Oh, he just misses the flick there.
Oh, he will be taken out by Dozy in those apartments. That's a good thing to get that orb out of the way, or at least get KennyS out of the way, which is the usual orb for VeryGames. That means they'll have very easy, not very easy, but they'll have an easier entry into this bomb site. And Kush is right now going to go mad, but he's only going to get one frag out of it. Leaves us in a 2v3. Fox has that bomb, and Dozier will be taken out by Scream, and that leaves all on Fox, 1v3.
Yeah, and with only 10 seconds left in the round, I'm not sure if he realizes it, but he's just going to have to save now. Yeah, it looks like he's just going to wait and see if he can grab any picks. So, Virtus.pro finally losing a round. VeryGames picking up their first round on CT. They got pretty close with most of their exchanges, actually. I mean, Existence on 40 HP, Scream on 30. If they'd just landed a few more shots here and there, that could have been another round for the Russian team. Yeah. But, you know, things happen.
Things happen. And, of course, another buy round is in place here, as we do have Fox with the bomb once more, and that AWP. And they're going to actually leave it at T-spawn again, so... Oh, wow. Just missed an incredible shot from KennyS, just taking out Adrian early on in the round, which is really the advantage you want to have as a counter-terrorist. You want to take out that first terrorist that just jumps out in middle, because then you will have an easier time defending your bomb sites. You can man it up like 3 against 5, or 3 against 4 that is, and that's way easier to hold if you're seated. You can hold your angles. So, great start right now for VeryGames.
Yeah, and KennyS is starting to warm up finally, and his mid-control is starting to make a massive impression on Virtus.pro.
Oh, Dozier coming in with a nice little headshot onto Scream. And yeah, he will be shot dead. KennyS has to step up this round for his team, but looking good so far, I have to say, for VeryGames this round. They are behind. They only got 1 round to the 5 of Virtus.pro, but they might have a chance of picking up this one as well.
Yeah, if Fox can do a bit of work with that orb, then everything will change. I mean, MBK sitting really passively on B, and Existence backing him up from the kitchen area, but you know, a couple of well-timed flashes or smokes, and you can absolutely roll into that B bomb site, and maybe even grab a kill before. KennyS sitting passively as Smith's actually...
Oh, nice.
As I say that.
That's actually a great way just to hold that push without taking any damage at all. Stellar play right now coming out of VeryGames, but Virtus.pro still in the lead. They have shown some good games, and once more, I'm just stunned by the fact that Adrian can actually play with 110 ping.
Oh, he's used to it, man.
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, if I'm sitting with 110, 120 ping, I can do nothing.
Yeah, but you're not very good at the game. So.
True that. I'm pretty bad to begin with, but I'm even worse. But he's just good all the time. I want to see Adrian at a LAN environment and go just wrecking everyone.
Yeah, headshots left, right, and centre. But yeah, we saw the first frag coming out from KennyS, landing another great orb shot on mid. Oh, Dozier taking down MBK.
That was I don't even know how he got that shot down, but Dozier will get the kill. Smith's coming in here from behind us. We do see the terrace getting ready to move into this B bomb site. Fox will be taking one down, but KennyS lucky is there with the AWP going for the second frag, but not really taking that. Bomb will be planted out for the terrace side. 3 versus 3, but Scream popping in with a little headshot onto Fox. Oh, actually, not a headshot, penetration kill through the wall. Kushin trying to answer back, taking out Scream. Now 2v2. Oh, nice from Adrian, leaving it all onto Smiths, who will be taken out by Adrian as well. Very nice play here from the Virtus.pro player. Now sitting at 6-4.
Yeah, that was absolutely great play there. I thought VeryGames would be able to take that round. KennyS with the early pick and then grabbing a frag as Virtus.pro moved onto the site. But great hold there from Kucha and Adrian. Kucha picking up the first frag and Adrian actually cleaning up with 2.
Yeah.
Very good positional play from him to grab the headshots. And VeryGames actually sort of force buying here. Scream and Smith both on pistols.
That is very true. And of course, there's another game going on right now today, as Fox will take down KennyS here. That is, of course, NIP versus Mousesports. If you have any interest in that, I'm sure someone will drop a link to another stream in the chat, or else people are going to update on the score. There's some guys updating the score all the time in that game as well. That's just the best of 1, and it clashes sadly with this one, so not covering that. But yeah, chat will keep you updated on that. So here you go, Scream actually picking up one frag with that pistol headshot onto Angel, and that means he now has a weapon in his hands. He didn't even lose a single HP point there. That is actually amazing. Smith now taken down by the terrorist on side. Nice from Dosia. Dosia with the double, taking down both Smiths and Scream. We'll go for a third frag. Dosia right now being a beast. Taking down several players. Kucha coming in here from behind, taking down NBK, and wow. What a round right now for Virtus.pro. Only losing a single player.
Yeah, absolutely great play there. There was an aggressive push from VeryGames. Both Smiths and Scream came through the lower A ramp and did take down Angel, which is how Smiths actually got into the fight, and Scream actually came to back him up, which is why he was still on 100 HP after that. But then just Dosia was just ghosted his way onto the A side, and as they pulled back, it's just 2 easy frags for him, and really doing really good work here. Virtus.pro, they're splitting VeryGames up as they need to, and executing onto the sites with enough of teamwork, and their economy control is absolutely great. As you see, another frag coming out for Virtus.pro.
Yeah, and really taking advantage of the fact that he knew exactly where the CT was able to spam him through that wall, which is still possible in this game. It is a bit easier than it was in Source, but a bit harder than it was in 1.6, so it's kind of like a middle thing, wall spamming in this game compared to the 2 other Counter-Strike titles. As we do have now a 4v3 scenario, make that 4v2, almost 4v1, as the Glocks come into play for Virtus.pro. Just thinking now we want to use the Glocks instead of our AKs. Glocks are more powerful in this scenario. And yeah, they will come out on top, and 8-2 as we move into another buy round.
Yeah, VeryGames really need to pick up the remaining 5 rounds in this half if they want to make anything of this map at this rate, because we've seen Virtus.pro's, even when they got destroyed by Lemon Dogs, I mean, they lost, what, 13-2 in the first half or something ridiculous. They came back strong in the second half, so yeah, we're actually seeing an aggressive play from VeryGames. They sent 2 people up mid and left NBK in window.
Oh. So
finally going for that mid control.
Nice from NBK taking out Adrian, knowing exactly where he's going to push. And now, as we do see the map control being in the favor of the CTs of VeryGames, doing this aggressive setup that is just pushing the terrorist players all the way back into T apartments, while Dosia is in the other side of the apartments. We'll probably be able to take out Existence, who was holding down that map control. Angel coming in with a huge headshot onto NBK. Now it's all on Smiths here in the middle. He cannot miss this shot, as he actually misses it. Kusha did not die. 29 HP will take him out in the end. Good from Smiths. Scream also popping in with 1 headshot, but Dosia now making his way into the bomb site, taking out Kenny. Has taken down Smiths with a 2nd kill. Absolutely amazing from Dosia. Now it's all on Scream. 1v2.
Yeah, that round was definitely going in VeryGames' favor until Dosia got those 2 frags.
Yeah, that was round changing. And Dosia with the 3rd one. Madman right now. He's not top fragging, but he's getting all the important frags that changes the rounds. Not to say that Fox and Kushin are doing their job well, but Dosia's frag are changing the rounds really right now.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. There's no other words for it. That 2nd headshot is just wow.
And sorry to say, I did not follow 1.6 that much, so I wasn't really sure who Dosia was. But after this tournament, I gotta say, man, this is one of the best players in Go right now. I'm not even kidding. He's almost up there with the NIP players. He's so good. Yeah,
he came into a little bit slow, but he's really worked out how to play this game. Smith's good positioning there to grab the headshot onto Angel. Through the smoke, Dosia once again, and Adrian in a great position here to take down the rotators.
Easy double right now. Oh, he will get flashed, but that's no worry. Adrian got it under control, and that is actually 10-2 for Virtus.pro on the T side of Mirage, which just a couple of days ago we saw them get completely bashed by Lemon Dogs on this map, and now they're actually winning over VeryGames. This is so good to see for like a scene that really needs growth. It needs more than NIP and then 2 other teams that are the only ones who can just compete at the top level. Virtus.pro coming in as a new contestant to the Go scene and now showing that they are actually insanely good at the game and they can play with the top teams. And they have a chance of getting on into the grand final of the Fnatic FragOut League.
Yeah, looking really good at the moment. I'm just going to check the groups quickly. Actually, Virtus.pro lost in the group stages to VeryGames, 16-11. So They've obviously gone to the drawing board because, I mean, they lost to Mousesport 16-4. Then they lost 16-11 to VeryGames. And then they came back strong, beat Fnatic 16-6. And here they are in the semi-final.
Yep, to be honest.
After beating Lemon Dogs.
To be honest, the game against VeryGames, it was 16-11, but it was actually a lot closer than that score might tell you. That was a lot of close rounds. Could have gone Virtus.pro's way if they just were a bit more lucky or had the timing with them. So they seem to really have a good hold on VeryGames. And so far in this game, I see nothing that goes against that. Once more around where Virtus.pro will get the entry into this A bomb site. The question is, oh, okay, denied. Smith's taken out of his misery. Angel once more with a double frag. And that just denied the entry into the bomb site. Terry's just winning the round, just planting the bomb in the end of it, not even needing to plant that bomb. Just making it 11-2 and making it look quite easy, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think VeryGames don't look very comfortable on this map. Their A site hold is pretty weak. I mean, even with Smith, Kenny S, or Scream playing on it, they seem to be struggling. And you see they're in a force buy now with some FAMASs, no nades. And they're just not really doing the right things to prevent Virtus.pro making the entry. And when they rotate, they're rotating right into Virtus.pro's hands.
Yeah, seems to be a bit of a struggle right now for Team VeryGames. Astosia once more comes in with a frag. NBK and his teammate Smith now going to hold this one, and Angel's going to take out both of them right now with a 2 headshot. Scream is now once more the last man standing. Could pick up a kill or 2 here because Dosia and Angel both on HP, but he's going to rotate around spawn. There's going to be one guy waiting for him. Oh, and Adrian's going to take him out. 12-2 for Virtus.pro here.
Wow. Just looking at the scoreboard, actually, you see the top fragger for VeryGames is Smith. He's got 9 for 13 in 14 rounds.
Yeah.
Adren, bottom for Virtus.pro, is on 10 for 6.
They're all just... every player of Virtus.pro is stepping up and doing their job right now. It's just... It's not one guy pulling the entire load. Not one guy, like, sitting in the bottom of the scoreboard just drawing everyone down. Everyone is doing their part to take down Team VeryGames right now, and it's obviously working. They're in the lead with 10 rounds. And yeah, of course, the T side has become a lot stronger these last couple of weeks. But still, 12-2 on the T side of Mirage, even with a Glock buff. That's a pretty damn good first half result here.
Yeah, VeryGames will definitely want to look to take this last round. If they can't secure this, then if Virtus.pro do manage to take the pistol, oh, Smith's peeking out, great timing there. And well, there's just VeryGames just looking really sort of relaxed and they're not really concentrating.
Yeah,
they're just doing silly things everywhere.
Yeah. Smith is wow. Okay, I just gotta say, I was about to say this was a great round by Smith, and he doesn't get a lot of praise, but just from that round, if you watched every kill, I was actually auto director, which is not me spectating, but auto director was on every single kill. Everyone was a headshot. Clean and easy. I promised myself I would never say that, but there you go. And with that being said, it's going to be 3-12 or 12-3 in the favor of Virtus.pro here on DE Mirage, and we're going to cut to a small commercial break to show some love to the sponsors of the league, and then we'll be back with the second half. Welcome back here to ESP TV for the second half of the first map in the semi-final in the Fnatic FragOut League. It is VeryGames versus Virtus.pro right now being played out on Mirage. And to be honest, Virtus.pro look insanely good compared to how they looked against Lemon Dogs a couple of days ago. Here against VeryGames, arguably the number 2 team in the world, they are beating them. It's 12-3 on the T side of Mirage here. The players are almost ready, and I'm just going to put Rob here on the spot because I like to put him on the spot, and he's pretty damn clever. So, Rob, what went wrong for VeryGames? Or is Rob not on the call? Rob is not on the call, guys. Rob left us. He didn't want to answer the question. I'm going to see if I can reconnect the call for a second. The players aren't ready yet. Oh, it's because the streaming PC crashed. Yeah. I'm going to reboot that shit. Sorry, guys. Not much we can do about that. Just going to reboot that PC. Here we go. But yeah, in the meanwhile, while I'm trying to killing some time and excuse you guys for probably missing 1 or 2 rounds because the stream PC crashed. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, you should, of course, always go follow us on Twitter. I'm at Twitter at FollowRisk. Rob is at FollowRob because we just are weird like that. Foinks is at FoinksTech. And you can like us on Facebook as well at facebook.com/myesplanet. And yeah, if you haven't noticed already, if you just tuned in, you can now see that we are a channel you can subscribe to. You can set up a subscription where you can support us on a monthly basis. That costs $5 per month. And for that, you get no ads on this channel at all. You're going to get our nifty little icon. And you're going to get entry to our community gathers. Plus, you're going to have entry into our subscribers giveaway where you can win gears like this keyboard, for example. But yeah, another little thing about the whole subscriber thing. If I'm going to check if this piece has actually started. Yeah, it's blinking. I think it has started. It's just very slow at booting. But yeah, we're going to have a little competition, you can say. If you have an idea for what our badge for the supporters, for the subscribers should be, then you can send that to the email that's going to pop up in the chat in a second. That is Foinks' email. And we're going to have the best ideas on our Facebook page for you guys to vote. So we're going to get the badge that you guys want for your subscription model, and that's going to be on the channel. So if you had an idea, maybe you have like a great icon that says hat on, maybe you have a great icon with a headshot, something like that, you should send it to the email in the chat in a second, and yeah, it might be on our channel. So I'm getting the message from Foinks that we're going to restart the stream. So yeah, we're going to do that. And while we do that, we're going to try and get the call back to Rob, and I'm going to try to reboot Counter-Strike here for a second.